two Megas on the field at the same time and Mega Latios or Mega Latios, 14 turn Mega? What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. And the first thing I want to say is, my mic is correct. The first thing I want to say is thank you to everybody who tuned in last night. I think we had a great and successful stream. I think we held roughly 60 concurrent viewers the entirety of the 5-hour stream of us just discussing Pokemon Duel and life. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed talking to you guys live via Skype with what was going on in Pokemon Duel, what can improve, and just things outside of life. Like, I think a lot of us got great perspectives from everybody, not just the content creators, but everyone in the community as well. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys. I think that it was so successful, and it was such a good time, and I plan to do things like that. So shout out to G. He's the one who kind of had the idea. He's like, yo, we should do like a podcast, like weekly or monthly, and that's something I would love to do. I would love to either have it on my channel or go to other people's channels and just do exactly what we did last night. Just have some sort of podcast, just kind of talk about Pokemon Duel, the state of the game, how it can improve, and just other things outside of life. Now, we went through all the leaks last night. It's a good time. There's just a couple things that I kind of just want to brush up on, and then I have two exciting matches that I do want to show you guys. So first things first, let's open up this lock booster. We have things to do in the daily, and then I kind of want to just review the figures. Mudkip. All right, I want to pull something nice. If you guys didn't know, I did some pulls last night. I did get the Mega Latios. I got the Poi Pole. And I think I got the Kyurem Black, which I did not have, so that was nice. But I haven't done a Mega Booster opening just yet because I don't know how convinced I am of the figures that I want to get, like the Naganadel or the Mega Latias, who I think, I don't know who is better. I guess I'll leave that up to you guys when we talk about them. Alright, sorry about that. We didn't really get much. Let's go into the shop. Let's talk about the figures, or we'll talk about the boosters. We dropped, let's get this once per day. Let's see if I get anything good here. I also have 10 tickets to open. We'll probably do that maybe on stream or in a separate video. I don't want to sit here for probably 10 minutes opening up boosters, hoping to get something good. But we'll definitely do this one because it's free. Oh, we got the Skrelp. Okay, we didn't have it before. Let's take a look at this figure. If this Pokemon makes its battle opponent poison or noxious, it may evolve. It has 1 MP. The poison shower, the battle opponent becomes noxious. All poison Pokemon become noxious. So this thing should be easily to evolve into the Dragalge. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Okay, that's cool. Let's go back. Is there anything? Okay. Oh, I have 11 tickets. So like I said, we'll do that later, but let's go over the figures. We do have the Poi Pole. Now this thing is going to be dangerous. I'm not an Ultra Beast expert, so those of you who run Ultra Beast, please let me know in the comments below how this actually fits into your deck. But one of its abilities, when this thing is on the board, your Ultra Beasts act as if they, like in their first state before the battle. So Selly's going to have the flame gun all the time. Xurkitree is always going to be able to paralyze you. Like, this thing is going to be, I think it's going to be a nightmare in Ultra Beast decks. And there's also some cheese going on. I think you can move it 3 turns away. Here, let's just kind of read it real quick. When this Pokemon's on the field at the start of your turn, your Ultra Beasts on the field are treated as though they have newly moved to the field. Special conditions still remain until it engages in its first battle after moving to the field. At the start of your turn, this Pokemon may move to a point 3 steps away instead of using an MP move. So, Pokefodders rule number 1 with Nebby, cover your goal. Same thing applies with the Poi Pole. The cheeses, long throw. Next move, take the entry point. Next move, go for the goal. Or if they actually don't take the entry point, you take the center above the goal. And if they attack you, you hit your blue, you go to the Ultra Space, and then you come back, which is the Ultra, I can't even see what it says because my phone. Oh, Ultra Portation. This Pokemon moves to the Ultra Space outside of the field, and one of your Pokemon that is in Ultra Space moves to a point 2 to 3 steps away. So if you have no one in the Ultra Space, you go to the Ultra Space, and then you come back 2, 3. So there's lots of cheese to be had with the Poi Pole. The Naganadel is, let's see, when this Pokemon moves to the field or appears as an evolution, it excludes each player's used plates from the duel. That's insane because we never had anything that excludes plates. That's going to be Well, does it even matter? Because if you use it, it can't be unused unless you use recycle. So does that even really pertain to anything? After this first battle, since moving to the field, it poisoned its battle opponent in each Pokemon that has a special condition. So if anything else is status condition, they become poisoned as well. It's got the U-turn. I was surprised. I was interested to see when we got U-turn. I thought U-turn was going to be a gold move, but it's a purple move. Switches with the Pokemon on your bench or your PC. It's 3-star purple. Dragon Pulse. I like how these figures do have the Dragon Pulse as their attack because of the Dragon meta. And I'm not sure what its blue does. If there are any Pokemon in the Ultra Space, an opposing Pokemon on the field spins. If it spins a white, it becomes noxious. Okay, so however many mons you have in the Ultra Space, they spin, kind of like how the Xurkitree does with it's blue. Then we got the Latios and the Latios. Okay, so I have the Latios. So the Latios, when this Pokemon is on the field, the gold attacks of battle opponents of your Dragon type and Psychic type Pokemons become white. So they basically made this to completely counter Mega Ray, and I like how they did it because Mega Ray base is at 140, the extreme speed at least, and the Psychic here is based at 150. So when Mega Latios has all of its buffs, it's most likely going to be first of all, it's going to hit for 180 after it evolves, and then after the Alterius is going to be hitting for 2+. So I like how they just basically countered Mega Ray because Mega Ray is so known for its gold attack. But who do you think is better out of Mega Latios and Mega Latios? So this is the one that I have, and what's different about him is when this Pokemon is on the field, the effects of abilities that decrease or increase damage that your Dragon and Psychic type Pokemon of the effects abilities that increase, they are nullified. They are nullified. So I played a couple Mega Rays, but I haven't actually got to attack into them. So there's this thing that I've been trying to work on. I'll show you guys later in the match. But so it's got the Psycho Shift. This Pokemon has a special condition. That condition is applied to its battle opponent and removed from this Pokemon. So I guess that really only pertains to it being confused. Because if it was burned, if it was paralyzed, these blues are the smallest, so they wouldn't even be there, so you wouldn't even hit it. So I think it only pertains to if you are confused, and it's kind of... I don't know. What do you guys think about that? In my opinion, I like the Mega Latios better because it nullifies the damage boost to the meta, to the Dragon. So I think he is better, but please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Haxorus, the Drag Alge. I wanted this figure to be better because it has Acid, and it's on the next turn. Any blue attacks of the opposing Pokemon that are not dodged become a miss, but it's on the next turn. So if they don't get attacked the next turn, does it go back to normal? That I'm not entirely sure. Please let me know in the comments below. But I'm okay with the Draco Meteor. And then the last thing I really want to talk about is really just how easy it is to evolve the Axew because he's got the Guillotine. But this thing, G was talking last night how the dragons basically fill their holes. All of their weaknesses are filled. How did you deal with Rush Decks? You had to have a long throw. You don't necessarily need long throw anymore because the Fractious has the territoriality ability. Like, why? Why does it have this, dude? Like, I can't believe they filled the gaps in the Dragon side. But basically, the same thing as Aggron. You can't go through it. If you go next to it, you have to attack it. It has a dual chop, what we all predicted, but it only hits twice, which is good. It shouldn't be a spinner, so it goes for 160 damage. Absolutely insane. Dragon Claw and the Guillotine. And plus, with the Alterius, this thing is going to be so easy to evolve. So easy to evolve. So we do have some materials. I don't think I want to craft anything just yet, but I want to show you guys the deck that I've been running. Now, I told you guys I'm only going to be running the square deck in League. So I was playing with this deck in room matches all morning. I couldn't find any good matches, so I was like, you know what? We have to play in League. But the thing that my deck is lacking is the Mega Altaria. If I had Mega Altaria, I think my deck would be pretty damn good. But I do have the Haxorus, who also... it's 3 MP off the bench. Like I said, now you don't even really need the gold block. But I do have the Fracture into the Haxorus, and then we do have the Latios. We have the Latios, and that plate that we got, the Soul Soup or whatever it is, I don't even think I think it's useless. Please let me know in the comments below because I heard that is like the item that you've used on Latios or Latios competitively in the Game Boy games. But what do you guys think about that play into this game? Because it only buffs 1 plus 30. I don't even think you need it. I think it's completely irrelevant because everyone's going to be running Alterias. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess unless you face the mirror match against the Latios or the Latios. But what I really want to talk about is this Eon Flute. Now, before I got off last night, I can't remember who it was, but like, yo, check out the flute. I think it was Hype. and I read it, and we were all in my chat. We were like, what? What? This plate can be used during a duel when any of your Latios or Latios have been excluded from the duel. Return one such Latios or Latios to your bench, and if possible, Mega Evolve for 7 turns, even if you have any other Pokemon that are Mega Evolved. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get this thing banished. And then I'm going to have Mega Ray backing him up, like right behind him. As soon as it gets banished, I'm going to Mega Evolve with Mega Ray, attack whoever, and then I'm going to play the Eon Flute, and then I'll have both of them on the board, and when Mega Ray runs out, I'll have the Mega Latios. And when Mega Latios runs out, I still have the Latios plate. So this thing can be a Mega for 14 turns. It can cause absolute havoc. So enough of that, enough of me ranting. Let's go into the 2 matches that I do want to show you guys. Okay, wait. Before we move on, what in the world is this? We are in the material exchange. Goodra doesn't have a second evolution. Or Sliggoo, like, does not evolve into Goodra or someone. What is this? What is this? Look at this Goodra. Look at the base of the figure. That's definitely an EX. Why was Goodra not buffed when all the other dragons got buffed? And what does this mean? Are we, what? We're going to be getting an EX Goodra? I don't know, man. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Shout out to K-Dub for tweeting it to me, and shout out to Agent Poke, I believe, is the one who showed him. This is very interesting, you guys. All right, like I said, I was searching all morning, and you know what? I've actually done very, very well with this deck so far. I've only lost 1 match out of, I believe, like 8 or 9. But my opponent going against a lower ranked player, Ghetto. I like the name. He has a very interesting deck here. But what I love, what I saw right off the bat, is this this Blastoise, because he's got the Mega Blastoise. And the way my opponent opened up, like I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. But because he has the Mega Blastoise, I'm like, this is good, because then I'm hoping he's going to Mega Blastoise. Hope he's going to attack my Latios. Hoping he gets the Turtle Missile and sends him away. So my opponent goes first, and he opens up like right there. And I was like, dude, why would you do that? That's going to ruin a lot of things, because now he has options. He can move here. He can move up here, and it's going to cause me to... If he moved up here, I would have to retreat with the Haxorus. Or I guess I wouldn't have to, actually. No, actually, this was actually a good play, because Haxorus can defend. You either go here, he's going to have to attack. He goes here, he's going to have to attack. So that was actually a good play. But then my opponent moves up the Mega Blastoise, and we'll stop there. And I was like, oh, no. If he moves up the Mega Blastoise, and he Blastoids, and he Megas right now, I don't have time to bring on the Mega Ray and do the Meteoric Teachings that makes the blue go away. But he brings up the Rotom. I was like, oh, good. And here I don't even play the Dragon Sphere, because I'm fearing that he's going to be aggressive, which I think he should. But because he's not, I'm going to set up. Because normally, if I was... What I would have normally done, because he's not being aggressive, I would have Meteoric Teachings already before he even got the Manaphy. And I would have just went after the Blastoise, because I know it's a threat. But because he's not doing it, and he's setting up, and I'm like, okay, you're going to allow me to set up, because I want to demonstrate this video for you guys. I want to get both Megas. Otherwise, I would just attack with the Mega Ray. So he's going to be defensive. Like I say, he's getting everything on the board. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to get everything on the board. I'm just going to wait for you to attack with that Blastoise so we can get 2 Megas on the field at the same time. Finally, my opponent, Ghetto, here pulls it out. I'm like, yes, let's go. Take out my Latios, please, and then I'm going to Meteor Teachings, and we'll actually talk about that in a second. So he attacks, does not get the Turtle Missile, and I get the dodge. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna allow him to attack. I want him to get it. So I'm just gonna move closer. He attacks again. I'm like, all right, here we go. It's attack on attack. I'm like, ugh. Well, all right. So what I have to do now is I have to Meteoric Teachings, but I'm kind of scared to attack because he hit 2 whites in a row, and I'm like, I'm scared. Do I attack here, or do I allow him to attack? So I move up, and because I'm scared, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments below what you think I should have done. I do not attack. I was scared, and then my opponent pulls a switch, which I kind of good, but at the same time it wastes a Mega, so I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to double chance, and I'm going to go after this Rotom. That way, when he attacks my Haxorus, if I survive somehow, I can surround him the following turn. And get to the miss. Is that the natural miss? I think it is. I think it was that natural. Yeah, that was the natural miss. Now my opponent's going to come up and he's going to attack, and I'm like, let's go, Haxorus, let's go. Boom, dual chop, and not only do I hit it once, I hit it twice, hitting for 160, plus all the buffs 190, man. These dragons' damage is absolutely insane. Now, there was a lot of things that I could have done here, but what I wanted to do, we're going to evolve here, and like I said, we're going to play the Eon Flute, and I want to bring that Mega Latios. I kind of wanted to bring up on this side. I could have surrounded with Altaria right here, but just for the sake of the video, we're going to bring him back. We're going to surround right here, and then my opponent, for some reason, attacks with a Primal Groudon, and I get the Fly Cheese. Let's go, GG boys. And I cannot tell you guys how many times today, well, I can actually, it happened 3 times where I played the Eon Flute and brought back my Latios. My opponents quit. They rage quit. You just connecting, and I was like, dude, they're like, there's this one guy who had 2 minutes up on me and just flat out quit. I was like, what? Damn, bro. All right, let's go to the next match. All right, now this next matchup, this is a super special shout out to the one and only, and sorry if I butcher the name, the Skruskron. He's always in Showtime stream. I love the way Showtime says his name, but look what my opponent is running. He is running the double Coco and the Mega Venusaur, so I kind of knew I had my work cut out for me. And he also is running the Poipole, which I don't know if I told you guys that I did pull, but like I said, I'm not an Ultra Beast user. I don't even know if I can do the cheese with it. I think Showtime was saying that you could use this cheese in Rush, but I'm not entirely sure if you could because of the 2 MP. But I don't know. I'm not a Rush expert. I'm not an Ultra Beast expert. Just take what I say with a grain of salt. So anyway, that's exactly how he's going to open up. He's going to long throw. I think he watched Showtime's video. I'm like, okay, well, I watched Showtime's video as well. I know exactly what you're going to do. I need to cover up. And that's exactly what you do. And then he brings on the Coco, and I move right in the center because the Coco has to attack me. If he wants to advance, he can't take my entry point. I'm going to be able to, because I did that, I'm going to be able to get 3 Mons on at the same time. And I get the Guillotine. I'm like, oh yeah, get that Wild Charge one more time. Let's go. And damn, he got the melee wish already. And I'm kind of sweating here. I'm a little scared. But what I'm doing here is I'm baiting him. I'm like, please, I want you to do it. I want you to get rid of my my Latios. That way I can bring them back. So I'm going to Dragon Sphere here just so I can get my Rayon. But I'm going to take the entry point here, and he's going to come at me. So I'm like, all right, so what I want you to do is I want you to come over to the left side, and then I'm going to attack with Mega Ray and Meteoric Teaching. So if you're smart, you can actually go back to where the Feebas is. And that's exactly what he does. I'm like, good play. Good play. Now I'm going to move up because I'm going to see where you're going to go. And I did not want to take the opportunity to... Actually, we're going to stop. My Latios comes back, okay? Before, I could have Meteoric Teachings, and I could have attacked the Venusaur. But I was scared that I wasn't going to get the roll. Like, I need to stop being scared. I feel more comfortable when I am Mega'd, and then when I can DC to get the for sure kill. So that's why I didn't do it there. And then this was like a 10-minute match. Well, we both had 10 minutes, so there was a lot of back and forth thinking. Like, I sat there for a long time, so... but I challenge with the Latios. So I'm like, because I want him to KO me. I want him to soar over me. So I go away. Even though it's only a soft band, but I checked when he was gone. I was able to play the Eon Flute. So anyway, so we're gonna continue on. He does bring on the Shaman Land, and he goes after my Fracture, which is such a good play, man. I had my Fracture in the center, and I was like, this is good to have him in the center because that way it'll prevent the Venusaur from advancing up. But he goes straight after him, DCs him, and he KOs him. I'm like, damn, that was a good play. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Meteoric Teachings now. Because I think he's going to come... Well, in this area, there's no figures that he can go through. But I'm going to Meteoric Teachings just in case he does. And then I'm going to attack him. And he backs off, makes the perfect play. And I'm like, okay, I agree with that play. Now I'm going to come forward. I'm baiting him. I'm like, please come at me. Please go over me. And then I'm going to attack you. And he does, but he goes the other way. And I'm like, man, he's playing smart. I'm like, all right, here we go. And then he makes... But I caught him in the corner. And he makes a mistake. I think he should have went all the way over here. But because he didn't do that, I'm able to DC here, get the fly. I'm like, we need that extreme speed, bro. We need that extreme speed, please. Boom, and we get it. We don't necessarily have to worry about this Mega Venusaur right now, but he does have the max revive. And he also has the recycle, which is good, because then I can make back in Mega Ray again and try to get the Mega Latios. Because that's what I was trying to do this entire time. Was try to get them both on the board. So I was happy that he had the Max Revive and the Recycle. And this next part of the duel, I was getting so frustrated because all I wanted to do was get rid of this damn Shaman. So now he pulls a Max Revive. I missed my opportunity to get rid of the Shaman. I'm like, all right, I have one more DC. My Latios is back. I don't have another DC. But we're going to go after it again. That's 3 flies in a row. 3 flies in a row. I'm like, dude, come on. You've got to be kidding me. And he plays it. I'm like, okay, perfect. We can meet our teachings again. I want to have both Megas on the board, but I'm going to DC here. Let's get rid of this Shaman. We don't want this Shaman. I don't want an unlimited Mega Venusaur on the field at all. Come on. What is that, 5 rolls? 5 rolls, we did not get the extreme speed. And here I'm pretty salty. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I have to waste my DC again. Again! I don't know. Probably not the smartest plays, but I keep doing the Max Revives. But we finally get the roll. We finally get the roll, although the Venusaur is plus 20 now because of the synthesis. But we don't have to deal with an unlimited Venusaur, but it's still a threat. It's still a threat for 7 turns. So I max here, and I bring it behind the Latios. That way it prevents the Coco from coming back. And now it looks like Skrushgron is trying to turn a little bit. What I want to do here is I want to get this evolution up because it does have a large blue. Then I'm going to Meteoric Teachings, get rid of that, and then I'm also going to I'm trying to get rid of my Latios at the same time. So he now hits for 140. He's DCing and he's going to come after me. I'm like, yes, good. Please KO me. I want to get my 90. Hit my 90. I'm like, all right, let's go. Please get your white. Please get your white. Please. And he gets Magic Coat again. And I'm like, no. All I needed to do was KO me. Then I would have Meteoric Teachings. I would have took you out. And then I would have brought the Eon Flute back. And we'd be in a pretty position here. He DCs. I'm like, all right, let's do it again. And then I get the Dragon Breath. And there's no way he can take me out now. I do have the 5 chains on it. He's going to keep the Blue Pulse. And he's going to confuse my Ray, which I did not want him to do. So I'm going to attack here again, and I'm like, just KO me. I want to have both Megas on the board, but it's not happening. So now he brings the Venusaur over, and I'm like, okay, if you're going to bring the Venusaur over, like, we're not letting that thing come at me. There's no way this thing is coming at me, so we're going to meet our teachings here. I don't have the DC to back it up, so I'm a little scared here, but I'm like, come on, Ray. We have to make this play. That Protect is gone. Let's go. Boom, and he actually hits the Protect. I'm like, all right, cool. And now, that's pretty much GG, boys. We survived the Mega Ray. He still has the Max Revive. Or the Mega Venusaur. Pulls it back on. He has to attack here. Protect is gone again. And he's still alive. He's still alive. So here, I'm like, just take me out. Please take me out. And I take him out. So in this match, we did not get to see the double Megas. And that's when Skrushgron decided to call it quits. So a good game. I really wanted to show off the double Megas, but we couldn't in that match. But it was a really good match. Like, I wanted to show that match because it was such a back and forth. We both had 10 minutes, and I think I was down to like a minute and a half because I was thinking so much. But we survived the Mega Venusaur. So I'm going to continue testing this deck. And I think that's it. And I don't know. What do you guys think about this banner? Do you think it's worth the pull? I don't know if it's worth the pull right now. So we're gonna give it a couple days, and I don't know. We'll see from there. But I'm gonna cut it there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great weekend. Peace.